And what's up, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the first inaugural Kopibros Academy Award show. We don't have any academy, we don't really have anything except our Kopibros name. But we are hosting a 2022 award show with my co-host, Mr. Brandon Yo. Brandon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. Dressed up in a suit on a very hot day in Singapore. What else can I look for today?
Yes, we are recording this on the eve of New Year, and what better way? 2 days before New Year, and what better way to spend it by creating a fictional award show, wearing suits in a very hot environment and doing it together with my bro. So for this episode, we're going to be doing what is known as a 2022 award show, hosted by myself and Mr. Brandon here. We have how many categories do we have, Brandon? 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6.
5 big awards.
5 big awards, yeah.
1 special award. 5 big awards and 1 special award. Brandon, how are you doing today? Are you drinking coffee also?
Yes, right here. But today, I'm just drinking my same old town coffee.
Yeah. Good old, reliable Old Town coffee. I wish I was drinking that, but today we are sponsored, not really sponsored, but
we are looking for this coffee brand to sponsor us.
Yeah, by Maxim Coffee. If you've ever watched a Korean drama, correct? This coffee, right? Yeah, Vincenzo.
Maxim Coffee. Yeah, correct. They always have the name of the coffee shop, like they blanco it out, or like they have the coffee right there. Maxim.
Yeah, Maxim Coffee. Then they always like, damn stressed, then they.
Yeah, they have this like slow pause for just to drink the coffee.
Wow, it's like I damn refreshed. But to be honest, this coffee is only a 3 out of 5.
Oh, so that's a rating for the coffee. It's a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, this Maxim coffee is only a 3 out of 5. It's okay only lah. I don't find it very nice. Like I don't understand why that's why there's not a lot of Korean coffee shops, I guess.
I guess that's true. Like, as in, is it sweet, or as in it's not so sweet, not so bitter?
It's just very not say very sweet and more to the bitterish side. So it's not really either or, and I don't find it very nice. So I'm just gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Maxim Coffee. Now I got a coffee review out of the way. Yeah. So how are you doing? Do you go and look through all of the nominations and all this? Come to sort of a consensus.
Yes, I feel like some of them don't deserve to be on here, but then we will see.
Yeah, we will see. Brandon, would you like to carry off the award show? Shall we begin?
Let's go.
So first off, Brandon, what is the first award of the 2022 Kopibros Award Show?
It is the Movie of the Year.
Movie of the Year. Would you like to read off the nominees, Brandon?
So for the first one, we have Top Gun Maverick. Wow, what a great show that was.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Okay.
Next, we have Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Also a good movie.
Didn't watch it? The Batman.
Okay.
The Batman by Robert Pattinson. Yep. A surprisingly good movie. After Twilight, I gave up on him, but then I felt he redeemed himself a bit.
He did redeem himself.
Yep. The Menu.
Yeah.
And the
movie that both of us didn't watch.
From the trailers, I could tell that, it is thrilling.
Yeah. Okay, the options weren't a lot. Okay, everyone knows who's gonna win. But
honestly, this year wasn't. I felt like there were a lot more flops than great movies. There were a lot of anticipation built up. Then you just okay.
Yeah. Plus, there's a year of a lot of what's the word? Comebacks. Like we just because I think everyone's slowly transitioning out of the COVID lockdown. The lockdown. So the blockbusters are starting to come back.
Yeah. So, but then that's why it's like there's so many hyped up movies that in the end didn't hit the spot. Like for example, I feel like Doctor Strange didn't really it was very hyped up. Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was okay.
Another one was Thor: Love and Thunder. Okay.
Didn't like it. Yeah, okay.
I felt it was just okay. Yeah.
I find it becomes too jokey.
Yeah. Like like from the first two movies, when the Thor 1 and Thor 2, the Thor
The seriousness.
it was very serious. Then after that, it was a bit boring at the start. Then after that, they went to Thor Ragnarok, which was honestly the best Thor.
It's a good movie.
I feel like, Thor Ragnarok is like a good balance of serious and funny. But then after that, now it's just total like nonsense.
Yeah. Plus, it's a year of a lot of sequels. So, like for instance, the second Black Panther came out, but you could tell it's a good movie, but you can tell that they didn't plan to have this Chadwick Boseman pass away, so they had to like sort of rush the story.
Correct.
So it's still not as good as the first original Black Panther. But I digress. Brendan, who is the winner of the movie of the year?
So the winner is, and we can all guess, Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick.
Tom Cruise. Like, honestly, they are one of the movies, right? This Top Gun Maverick is one of the movies, right, that is so far away from the first movie, right? But somehow everybody still remembers, wow, it made everybody go back to watch Top Gun so that they can watch Top Gun Maverick. Then after that, like, by itself, right, even for my wife who doesn't watch, she doesn't really like Tom Cruise. So I told her just watch the movie. Honestly, I heard Top Gun Maverick is very, very good. So she was also super shocked that when she went for the movie, right, she didn't watch the first Top Gun, right? But she loved the movie. She liked the movie as well. Yeah.
Yeah. It's such a good home, like a very, very heartwarming movie. Yeah.
Like, honestly, it was so surprising. Yeah. Because honestly, not many movies, like, after coming back after so many years, it's like, I watched the first Top Gun when I was just like so young. I barely even remember like how old was I. But then after it came out this year, right? It's like it makes you want to go back and watch the first one. Then after it, by itself, it's such a good movie.
Yeah. And all the flying scenes are incredible. I know also when I went to go and research the movie, almost all of the crew or the actors, right, they have to go and physically learn how to go to fly a plane or fly a jet. So a lot of them, they're actually in the jet flying it around now.
Yeah,
it's very impressive.
That's why Tom Cruise went on I think it was the James Corden show. He actually like showed them that he flew a jet plane for with them. Wow, I was just like, wow. So you really know how to fly a fighter jet? That's quite badass, honestly.
Yeah, to be honest, I think Tom Cruise, right, he's sort of like the Jackie Chan of this era. In a way, like the Hollywood. Chan did all of his stunts, then after Tom Cruise, the one he's doing all his own stunts. Yeah, incredible. I also do think that like Everything Everywhere All at Once is a very good movie, but you can't deny how huge this Top Gun was, lah. It really transcends generations.
I feel like correct. Because I feel like at first, everybody didn't have that high of hopes for Top Gun. It's like, you're just like, oh wow, that's so quite cool. It's like, at first you just think that's quite cool. They bring back Top Gun. Like you just think it's just a sequel. It won't be that nice. But then when you watch it, you're just like, whoa. Like from the fuse, when the mouse was playing the piano.
Yeah, mouse there. Yeah, the Great Balls of Fire.
Great Balls of Fire. It's just, then they throw back to the scene when it was the father and Maverick.
Yeah, Rooster.
Wow, Rooster.
No,
I
can't remember. And Maverick.
Maverick, yeah. Rooster and Goose, yes.
Yeah, Goose and Maverick. Yeah, awesome in that movie.
Yeah.
And also they made Jennifer Connelly look like some goddess.
Yeah. I don't know how she looks so young in the movie. I don't understand.
Yeah, she looks like how young in the movie.
Yeah, it's like she made Tom Cruise look even older. I don't know why.
Yeah, but, insane.
All the acting and everything, and somehow the actor for Miles, right? I said for Rooster, right? It's just you can imagine. Yeah, you can just imagine like if the Goose and the Meg Ryan had a son, right? This would be exactly how he looked like, somehow or another the casting just was like, oh, it's so great, yeah.
Yeah. Plus also the song that came out from the show, the One Republic, the that song's very catchy, man.
Yeah.
We're very happy to give the movie of the year to Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun.
All right, Brandon, what is our next award? Would you like to present it as well?
The next award will be the biggest Singapore scandal of 2022.
Ooh, this is a very spicy award, Brandon. Would you like to read out the nominees?
So the first nominee is the NOC saga. Ooh, that was
a big scandal.
That was a big scandal.
Yeah.
The next one will be the wedding of Joseph Schooling, which it's honestly I felt like it was blown out of proportion because they did it overseas where it was legal there. So honestly, Gray area, I feel it's gray area, but yeah.
It's a bit of gray. It's just because he's a symbolic
role model.
person for Singapore.
As a role model, I feel like being called to do this is not very good Yeah,
a big surprise. This is not winning the award. Okay, next up, the next nominee.
Next one will be the Rachel Wong cheating saga.
Rachel Wong cheating saga.
Honestly, I didn't know I didn't even really know who was she before this year.
I really still don't know.
So honestly, it's because of the her lawsuit that came out this year, and then it blew up. Then after everybody started talking about her, I was like, oh, who is this? Then when I heard what she did, I was just like, mind blown. Completely mind blown.
Mind blowing. Yeah. And our last nominee.
It's the Not So Family Ohana. So, if you know Ohana, so the Not So Family Ohana is he was the creator of the SG Insta Babes, where they got into a lot of problems in the past.
Exactly.
Then this year he came out with the Ohana, and he just got into trouble in November, where he was caught having sexual communications with minors, underage girls, and he was I think he was charged with I think the term was grooming underage girls, and
the term itself is grooming.
Correct. Then sending inappropriate content to minors as well, because he sent clearly inappropriate content to them. I wouldn't tell you what part he sent, but it's clearly inappropriate. So that's one, and so that's why it's not so family friendly Ohana.
Not so family. Ohana means family.
Family means no one.
Yeah, maybe all this.
Clearly, he didn't watch Lilo and Stitch.
All right, Brandon, and the award winner is. Would you like to announce it?
It is the NOC saga.
Oh, I don't think you can applause for this.
Honestly, I don't think any other saga in Singapore got quite as big as the NOC saga, where even the Ministry of Manpower had to step in. And it cost like a company that was worth millions of dollars, that had millions of dollars in revenue sales, to close down. They are no longer around anymore. Yeah, so it's such a big saga to the point that it cost this. But end of the day, everyone who was in, I guess they moved on from there. Happy to see that all of them move on. Now, the Sylvia is a head. I think it's head of marketing for Gush Club, and Ryan came out with his own company. So good for them that they all moved on. They came out. Yeah.
Yeah. I never want to see a Singaporean big company like that have to have this sort of issue. But in a way, it's you can't deny how big the story was. It's even my in-laws also, they know the story and they don't even watch any of the night owl stuff. Plus, there was just so much drama on Reddit and Instagram and Twitter. Yeah, it lasted for months.
That's the issue when you work together with your husband and wife, right? I think it takes a lot more planning, and it takes a lot more as a couple to work together. I do work with my wife in the past, but then after it really is, you need to know how to segregate your life, because if it's I agree. Because sometimes in the end you bring work home, then things that you're unhappy about in the work about your partner, you bring back home and you're unhappy there. But then your partner, after a long day of work, he just want to go home and shut off. But then again have to bring back work again and talk about work again. So it's your entire life just revolves around work, that you don't even remember what is family life anymore.
Yeah. Plus, in a way, also it made them sort of have no time for themselves, because you're spending all your time together. You don't really have separation. Yeah, which I think is healthy in every relationship. You have some time for yourself.
Some distance also makes the heart grow fonder.
I agree.
And honestly, that's the reason why. Actually, from the start, right, when they came out with their divorce video back in, I think last year or the year before, I hated it. I really hated the divorce video, because honestly, I feel especially as a couple, especially as something like a role model to the younger crowd in Singapore, it's it's a very, I feel like it's trying to bring in a lot more Western cultures, where you're, as you're not, it's you're telling a person, I love this person so much, right? But this person don't make me happy anymore, so I'm leaving. It's if you love the person, that defeats the purpose of like getting married and loving someone. It's like when you love the person, no matter how hard life gets, right? When you make a promise to get married, right? You're working out together, right? You know, that's the whole point of loving someone. If therefore what you say, if let's say if you don't love the person and you hate each other or because you're abusive or cheating, then you just break up like that and you divorce and you just say that, honestly, I cannot, like, you all cannot handle. Then I can understand that. But if you tell the person and cry and say that you love this person so much, that's the reason why you're leaving each other, then, you know, it makes me very like, wow, then if you don't say you love the person if you don't even want to fight for that person. You know, you don't say that you love the person so much, right, that you don't even want to fight for that person in a marriage. Yeah. So that's why it infuriated me.
Yeah. It was a tough video to watch also. But I guess it sort of didn't make their work situation healthier because after the divorce they still continue to like solve.
Honestly, I don't know how can they do that. Like, yeah, like it's. No matter what, after you divorce, right? Even after a breakup, it's like, even though you all say you're friends, right? Honestly,
it's not the same.
You can't,
it's the same. There'll always be things that you still do as a couple that just very awkward.
Yeah. It's really very awkward because it's like, you're no longer as close, but it's like, you're closer than strangers and normal friends because you all know so much about each other, right? That normal friends do not know. But at the same time, the relationship isn't as close as like, even like, some normal friends or close friends, yeah. So strange. But that's why our biggest scandal goes to the NOC saga.
Yeah. I mean, if you're wondering why we never include some of the more political stuff inside this, right? Because we're not a political podcast. We're not interested in getting into this type of nonsense. Okay, next up is, of course, let's sing a song, Brandon, Artist of the Year. I will present this award. For instance, for the Artist of the Year, we have 4 nominees. First up is Mr. Spit on Chris Pine, Harry Styles.
Harry Styles, Queen.
Yeah, Harry Styles. I think undeniable he has to be a nominee. Next up, we have Blackpink. Is that Pink Venom? Is
that Pink Venom?
Yeah, and then up we have the Kate Bush. The reason that she's here is purely because of Stranger Things. Because of that Stranger Things, her song just exploded everywhere.
Yeah, exploded. Oh.
Yeah. And then lastly, of course, is the undeniable Taylor Swift, who like won so many awards. And the winner is Taylor Swift.
Hey. What a year for her. Honestly, she just owned it.
Yeah, she owned it. She broke so many records on Spotify and so many streaming awards. And for so many years, she also was very resistant to like come on Spotify, right? Like because of the record issues on this. Yeah, but she's an undeniable force.
Yeah, when she came on, I was like, wow, every day on the radio is just one Tay song after another. Then it's like top 10 and like, it's literally her name over and over and over again.
Yeah, but to be honest, of the album itself, I think Anti-Hero is like an amazing song.
Yeah. Honestly, the only song that I like or sort of listen to is Anti-Hero. The rest are okay. Like, I can understand they are nice, but like honestly, Anti-Hero is a hit for me. But yeah. We're also trying to be more objective because honestly, if you were to pick your own artist of the year, it probably wouldn't be Taylor Swift But for you, who would be your artist of the year? Like your personal. Honestly, I'm going for the concert. I got the tickets. Blackpink in your area.
Yeah, but I think Harry Styles for me, I like his album more than Taylor Swift's album. But you can't deny the awards and all this lah.
Yeah. Honestly, Harry Styles was surprised. Like he was a surprising win as like artist of the year lah. Honestly, like most of his albums only like had 1 or 2 hits, or he just have this like random songs of like nice songs here and there. But then this year his album was good lah.
Yeah. Very what's the word? You can put it on at a party, then just like every song is quite nice to listen to. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Very easy listen. That's why I guess that's why he called it Harry's house. So you can just put it in the house anytime.
Correct. Do your own things. Correct.
Yeah, which I guess is the intention. But of course the winner has to be Taylor Swift. All right. Now we have a special award. We're going to be giving this award specific. There's no nominees. I think it has to go to this one person. This is the Meme of the Year Singapore edition.
Ooh.
Brandon, would you like to announce who is the winner of Meme of the Year?
Let me tell you.
Okay.
It's the Singapore crying man for National Day.
Yeah, it has to be him, man.
It has to be him.
Emotion.
The emotion.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to be a meme. I was watching the National Day artist, the concert, right? As the National Day rally on my TV, right? when they paired to him, right? I was like, oh, this guy really got the fuse, man. Well, I was like, how the camera guy even, I thought it was staged, I thought like they purposely get this guy. Like,
he looked like a plant. Like they planted him.
Because his head stood out among the crowd. It's like, how did they even get like no one else in the, like, next to him?
Yeah.
Suddenly, just him alone, that's like got a tear. I can literally see the tear drop coming down. So I was like, wow, this guy emo before the camera come on.
Yeah, undeniable, man. Somewhat, you can see the passion and just the timing had to be so nice, right? It was during the national anthem, correct?
Yeah, it was during the national anthem.
Wow, the national anthem.
Wow.
So many of the other songs.
Before the rally was even over, right? There were so many memes already coming up from online already. On my Facebook, saying when you realize you have to go to work go back to work the next day.
Yeah. Or like you have to fight for go to the parking lot after the national day. A lot of like very
all all the internet trolls they're just the best lah. They work fast, I have to say.
Yeah, they work damn fast. Plus, when we were watching the event itself, right, and you see him crying, to be honest, you also feel a bit like
it really gives you a bit of the feel like, wow, this is really patriotism
really loves
at its best. Yeah.
Wow, I really love Singapore. Can I love Singapore? Like should I be loving?
I should learn from this guy. Then I think about it, oh wow, maybe not so much. But they interview him the next day because he's a school teacher.
Yeah, he's a school teacher.
Then he said that they asked him why he cried. Then he was like, I was just like, wow, this guy's answers really, he deserves to be an MP. Actually, I will vote for him, honestly. The opposition party really had to go get him as one of their candidates. He said that, he just felt that Singapore went through so much in the past 2 years, and it was just so touching to just like, it just hit him.
Have a moment with Singapore.
Yeah, it just like, hit him when he was singing the American song because he was at the national rally. It was for the fact that finally after 2 years, after Singapore been through so much, right, he can come back and like spend together as everybody as one nation together at the rally. Then I was like, wow, this guy.
Yeah. He's undeniable, man. He has to win the meme of the year. So many good memes, man. I saw that crying meme. Yeah. Plus this whole like National Day parade. Sometimes the National Day parade it goes by and then you don't remember anything. But this National Day parade, it had the very like sudden crash
the parachuter crash. Like, landed very badly landed very badly.
Yeah, which was also very shocking. It was like, whoa.
That was like first time we've seen this in such a long time. Like, wow.
Yeah. Hopefully he's doing okay also. But the crying man is the guy that I think most of us, do you remember the year that this crying man was
the crying guy.
Crying guy. Yeah,
the national hero.
Yeah, national hero. Meme of the year. Teacher somehow, walao, crying man. Okay. Up next has to be the biggest L of the year. Brandon, would you like to read the nominees?
First up, we have the cheater of the year, Adam Levine. Yes, please.
Girls like you.
Honestly, it's so sad. Like, after all the cheating thing, now when I watch back the music video, right, it's no longer as nice anymore.
Yeah, it's not, bro. The girl
with all the yeah. I honestly, I've never liked him.
Yeah, he's very cocky. He's always been a cocky guy.
And there was one video where they're hit machine, and honestly, they know how to make hits and their songs are always very catchy. But like, as a person, right, he just so like I've seen him interact with fans, right, and he just literally just brush them aside.
Yes. I know like what exact video you're talking about. There was a girl that rushed on stage, right, and then he looked at the security, or like I pay you for what?
Get her off. Like then he just move away.
Like
then after, if I'm not wrong, after he just like wiped her hands like off his body. I was just like, wow. Yeah. Like if you do this, if you walk backstage and you wipe, okay lah. As I understand, like some people they're OCD, but wow, you do this right in front of like your entire fan base. I was just like, wow, you just really don't care about anyone else other than yourself.
Yeah, man. All right, Maroon 5. Okay, the next nominee.
Next one, the Gone Girl, Amber Heard.
Amber. Crazy Gone Girl.
Crazy Gone Girl.
Undeniable.
Honestly, undeniable. Like, she really, like, honestly, she like, I don't know what she was doing now. Like, literally, she would have really, like, she really sort of like won like her piece. I think like back a few years back, like when she sort of won against Johnny Depp, like everybody sided with her, but she just kept digging her hole bigger and bigger. Like she just kept wanting to monetize it. Then in the end, look where we end up with her owing Johnny Depp $11 million.
Yeah, bro. Plus, to be honest, she got off lightly. I feel that she got off this lightly. But the biggest thing is that the public perception of her is like, her acting career is sort of ruined lah. I don't think she'll be able to be in another movie or in another. Yeah.
Like, even as a villain, maybe she can come back as a villain. Honestly, she come back as a villain. Honestly, the show, I think, like everybody was sure hate the villain. Before the movie come out, they already hate the villain.
Yeah. No, bro, they'll hate her so much now. They will go and watch the movie.
I would think so. So
actually, support her, put her money up, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
honestly, it's very sad.
Yeah. Up next nominee.
The next nominee is, honestly, I love him so much, but it's just so sad to see him where he end up. Is Mr. Will Smith.
Like that, all on the floor. Yeah. Poor Chris Rock, man.
Yeah, man. Poor Chris Rock. Honestly, Chris Rock just, and so, honestly, the joke wasn't even that offensive.
It wasn't that. I mean, it was a bit because she has alopecia, right? Which is a hair.
There are so many, like, if you compare jokes, right? There are
so many worse jokes. Yeah.
There are so many worse jokes that were around, right? That I don't understand, like, it's offensive. And he laughed first. The main thing is, you see, right? I knew, right? He laughed first. Then I feel like it was just an emotion. He laughed first, but then after that, he looked over at the wife, right, and she saw she ain't laughing. Then like after the camera panned to someone else, right. Then after that, I think at that moment it's either she said something or he realized that he laughed at the joke at his wife. Then it's like when you feel guilt, it's like just a wave of emotions of everything hit together. It's like wow, you insult my wife, but I also thought it was funny. I laughed, but then she doesn't find it funny. So this I have to stand up for her. I have no choice. Then after that, like then it could be she said something. Then after he's like, oh, I have to do something. That like this is my honor. It's my family's honor. But it's just so sad. Like wow, honestly.
Yeah, it's like one of those moments, right, where you like laugh and then your wife doesn't laugh, like you do the then she gives you like the
yeah,
then you laughing? Yeah, then the please like huh like
yeah. Then you straight away just like no that was my angry laugh, babe. Like, ha 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 ha! I'm gonna beat you now.
Yeah. And then Chris Rock, after that, he was so stunned after the slap. He was just like,
No, honestly, I think even when watching the replay, right, even I was stunned. I was just like thinking, we really felt it was staged, you know. Like I believe that everybody at the award show also think it was staged. Yeah. So let's say if we went back to the seat and Will Smith didn't say anything, right, I think everybody would think that it was staged because it really looked like it was staged.
Yeah.
But then after that, when he came back, then Will Smith shouted so loudly in back at his seat, like keep my wife's name out your mouth. Yeah. Wow. Then everybody at that point of time, you sure know, oh, this ain't no stage, man.
This ain't no stage at all. Yeah. And the worst part of it all, right, is that do you watch the movie that he was nominated for, King Richard?
Yes.
It's such a good movie, right? He acted so well in the movie.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, what a year for this to happen, Honestly, this year was supposed to be his year, you know? Like,
yeah. After so many years where he sort of have a bad relationship with the Oscars, right? Because every time he act in like a certain serious role like Concussion or like Pursuit of Happiness, then they don't really take him seriously. They don't take the movie that well seriously also. Then this year is like, is really that year undeniable. He deserved to win the best actor. Then he just tainted this whole career reputation just because of this one like slap. Yeah, really bad sad, man. Fresh Prince, come on, man. Yeah, crazy.
That's crazy, man.
Okay,
and the next L is Mr. Kanye West. Honestly, wow, like for in a span of like, I think 1-2 years, like wow, this is really from hero to zero, right? Yeah, quite sad.
Yeah. I think, to be honest, he needs medical help. Like he needs some sort of psychiatry treatment or something. Yeah,
I just feel like I think his fame got to him, and like that's one thing I feel about like sometimes when you're too famous, or like when I feel like especially in US, right? I just feel like you're just very susceptible to like a lot of like the conspiracy theories and like like a lot of drama, that unnecessary drama. Like the media just like it's like overwhelming. Like sometimes I really see like the media's whatever. I sometimes I don't know why I tune into like the like American like news, like literally the tabloids, right? It's just really very gossip
Trashy.
heavy. Yeah, very trashy. It's just like, oh wow, like really I can't imagine like if I was a celebrity in this country, right, how would I ever live my life? Like, like it's so hard to live a normal life. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Kanye West, crazy. And the final nominee, Brendan.
It's Amazon Rings of Power.
Try watch. He's a fan of Lord of the Rings. He's just shit. It's just horrible.
It's honestly one of the shows that like they spend so much. It's like it was built up so much.
The hype.
Yeah, so much hype, right? And it's just like
yeah, big shit, man. And then also people that are Lord of the Rings fans, they're like, give it. You have to stay with it, man. You have to persist. You have to. Then by like episode 3, they're like, I'm out. I can't do this.
like, no way. Am I doing this for long? Wow.
Yeah. They make the Hobbit series look like I don't know, man. Like
like a blockbuster, right?
Like the greatest films that ever came out. Like what, the original Star Wars trilogy.
No, yeah, honestly, and there's so much, like there's so much content to do for, especially for like this Lord of the Rings, like in that world, like there's so much that can branch on and so much to do. But then honestly, I don't know why. I honestly don't know what's happening. I barely watched the first episode. And I'm just like, wow, this is.
Yeah. And then, I watched it to a certain like point because I really tried to give it a chance. And then, when I saw the character, right, this specific character, I was like, oh, he's obviously the villain. But then I'm like, it's too obvious. Like, cannot be. Then after that, like towards the end, I saw my dad watching the last episode. I was like, oh yeah, yeah.
Oh wow, what a big surprise! Like,
yeah, big surprise. This guy randomly appear.
Yeah, like when you, I always like nowadays, especially there are some movies like this too. Like when the person come out, you know that this is the villain, right? And you just like thinking, cannot be. It's too obvious. Like if they really choose it as a villain, right? This is such lousy script writing. Yeah. Then after that, you just believe that it shouldn't be. But then when it comes out, right, it's like, what kind of nonsense? Oh, don't tell me that this is some reverse psychology nonsense.
Like
it's so
guess.
It's so obvious to the point that you wouldn't think it's him.
Yeah. I outsmart your own expectations. It's like, shut up, Amazon.
Nonsense.
Yeah. Okay. And the winner is Brandon. Would you like to announce the winner?
The winner for the biggest sell of the year is Will Smith.
Honestly,
I don't have to cheer for this.
Because clapping is slapping also.
Yeah. Clapping is slapping. Honestly, that's the reason why I feel like really in this case, right, this really is like showcase to you, right? The woman you marry, right, literally will either build you up, right, or tear you down all the way down to the ground, bro. Like, honestly.
Jada Pinkett Smith.
I really, really dislike her as
you just don't like her,
No, as a wife. No, I don't know her as a person. I don't know her as a person, or even as an actress or whatever. I don't remember any of the shows that I watched that had her in it much. But as a wife, seeing her interact with Will Smith, especially on and off camera, the things she says on newspapers, and even like, she had the one thing that really pushed me all over the edge, right, was the Red Room, where she invited Will Smith to come onto the show, where she asked him on camera like how he felt when she went out, when she had like that entanglement with her son's friend. I'm just like, what? Wow, I'm like, wow, this is some next level shit right here, man.
Yeah, it's really very sad. It was really very, very sad. Somehow he's such a, like, growing up, you think Will Smith, like Man in Black, you think of what, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah.
Correct. And like
he's like one of our heroes.
It's really like someone who is like overall nice. I know it's just like on camera he's good. He's such a good actor, both funny as well as like funny and like wow. It's like even in Pursuit of Happiness, it's like as a father he really.
Yeah.
But
that dude can cry. Like Will Smith can cry.
Correct. And he really can cry. And like when his emotional scenes really hit you hits you in the spot. You know? There's one show where he did where I watched it together with you. The 12 pounds, yes,
yeah.
7 pounds, yeah. The one where he gave back, like he knows, like he's planning for himself to die or something like that, right? Yeah. I was just like, wow, what a sick movie. I'm like, wow, like this guy really can act, man. And off screen, I watched a lot of his like interaction with his kids and like father and the daughter. I was just like, wow. Honestly, he really tries his best to be a very great father. But like I said, honestly, the woman you marry, right? It's like, that's why I always thought, like, especially for parents out there or like people out there, you know, you get to choose your husband or wife, but your kids can't choose their mother or their father, right? There, you know? Yeah. So choose someone that you want to be the mother of your kids, right? There. Well, honestly, like, see, like from the fact that, after that, her issues, like, you see, even as a son, imagine if you're as a son, you see your family going through these things, like, you know, like it's
tough to watch. It's just very tough to watch. Yeah, especially in the all of this in the public sphere. And I think it's so sad that his whole career is just narrowed down to this one moment where he slapped Chris Rock. Like, it's just
correct.
Yeah,
like, he spent so many years building it up, you know, like so many years building it up, where like he evolved as from a comedic actor to like a legit Oscar winning actor. Yeah, Oscar winning actor. You know, to the year, the worst thing is happened on the year that he wins his Oscar.
Yeah, and I think also it's very sad because the message of King Richard. I mean, like he was the actor. The person that he was portraying is Serena and Venus Williams' father, who's also a very troubled man. But I guess the idea, the huge perspective of this whole character is that he sacrificed his own individual desires for the sake of his family,
for his family and his kids, which is which is tough, like tough. It's not a story,
Yeah, but we don't want to end this award show on a downer. We're going to end this off with the biggest W of the year.
W right here.
All right. And the nominees are, first off, it is Mr. Johnny Depp, because Johnny Depp wins the case against Amber Heard. Second off, we have the Lionel Messi winning the World Cup. Thirdly, we have do you wanna do Tay or Harry? Come on.
I think it should go to Tay. I feel like that's it.
Yeah, year of Taylor Swift, and then lastly is the Elon Musk buying Twitter. Okay, so first off, let's talk about this Johnny Depp W. I think first off, this whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case, I was like completely absorbed by this case. No, like I just like
honestly, it's the first time I watched like a court case, right, from the front to the back, right. It's like every day. It's like somehow it's something to look forward to every day. Oh my gosh, who's the witness going to be today? It's just like wow, you just literally watched an hour of just like them, like wow, and like just talking, and just
And so many memes came out of that thing, like the I stepped on the bee, the
I
the
stepped
tree.
on the bee. Then the face, I step on the bee.
Yeah. Then after that, also like the just Johnny Depp being very like what's the word? Approachable, what's it like?
Lovable.
Yeah, lovable. Like so many lovable things that he did in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like when so many moments where he and his lawyer, the male lawyer, then they always whispering to each other, then they like hitting each other, or like laughing at each other. Because honestly, I don't know where Amber Heard got her lawyers from, but I really suspect it's Reddit lah.
Yeah, like, man. Oh my goodness.
I think she really lost the case for Amber. I felt like she would have done better, right, with any other lawyer, like any other like normal lawyer. Where sometimes like the things she's saying, right, like I feel like she doesn't even know what she's saying.
Yeah. And I mean the breakout star of that whole court case was also the Camille, right? Camille, the
Oh yes.
the
From
lawyer.
associate to partner, right there.
Yeah. What a beast.
What a beast, right there.
All right.
She should be a hero of the year, so.
Yeah. She also deserves to be a hero. If this was Johnny Depp's award show, right, he'll pick her hero of the year.
Yeah, he'll pick her.
Okay. And next up is Lionel Messi winning the World Cup. Wow, what an awesome way to cap off his career, man, Lionel Messi.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that if you right after the World Cup, right, after he hold the trophy, right, he announced his retirement, right. Honestly, wow, what a career, you know, like literally, it's just like, wow, like honestly, they can make make it into a movie, right, where he ends the movie on winning the World Cup, holding the trophy, right. It's like such a movie moment, you know. It's just like, wow.
Yeah. And then I think for all of us, right, even if you aren't a football fan and you stayed up to watch that game, easily one of the best games ever.
One of the best. Honestly, it felt like it was building up to one of the biggest, like, the worst finals ever.
Yeah.
For the first 60,
because
75 minutes.
Argentina was so dominant.
Argentina just wrecked France. But I felt like it's a bit unfair because, like I said, like France got there was a lot of injuries and a lot of illnesses. Then, like, can tell they're all very lethargic. You know, like a bit like they're not really themselves, Like they aren't the France that played in the semi-finals, honestly. Like you can see. But the moment Mbappe scored the penalty, it's like suddenly the switch was on. Then suddenly, like, everybody was like, bring their A game. Let's bring their A game for the 10 minutes. I don't know, was this a plan? Like, we know we were sick, so the first 80 minutes we just rest, we chill.
We just chill. Yeah, we just try our best.
We just hold the fort for the first 80 minutes. Then the last 10 minutes, we just, go crazy. Honestly, after the penalty, in the next 2 minutes when Mbappe scored, right, the last 8 minutes of the game, right, like, honestly, I would stay up I would just skip the entire 70 minutes, right, I would wake up, right, just for the last 8 minutes of the game. Like, it was so, even my heart was pounding, it's like, you don't know what's happening, you just don't know, it's anybody's game, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah. Then somehow I still remember I was looking at my wife. I think I'm having a like, I don't know what's happening.
Heart palpitation.
Yeah. I'm like, sweating,
even Amanda doesn't watch the soccer, right? She was like, wow, I cannot handle this. She said, wow, I'm so nervous until I need to go toilet. Then she went to the toilet.
Yeah. And also, like,
it was crazy.
There's so many storylines within the game. Like the Mbappe single-handedly dragging France to, like, the comeback. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. A hat trick on honestly, a hat trick in the finals, right? It's crazy, honestly, for a 23-year-old to score a hat trick on the finals, it's
madness.
It's really like he's really building a legend for himself, really.
Yeah, and then also, like, Lionel Messi, we thought he, like, won the game. He scored in the 117th minute, in the 100th over minute. Therefore, it's like, he's like, it has to be, it's like written in the stars.
It's over. It is over. Then after that. Oh no!
Montiel was like, "Hello!"
Like, oh no! Let us bask in this moment a while longer.
Yeah. Then after that, somehow, right, this Montiel, he was having a bad game, right? Then the moment he touched the ball, I yelled out, "This effing Montiel again!" Screw up this Messi's legacy. Yeah. And then after that, just before the game ends, this Martinez does, I think, what is the greatest save I've ever seen.
Oh my! Like, what a clutch moment! That's really the clutch of the clutch. Honestly, he's literally the hero of that final match.
He's the hero of this World Cup. He's really the hero of this World Cup.
But honestly, I severely dislike his personality as a person. Like, how like he's like, I feel like he's like a typical, like, Argentinian Abeng. when he wins, right, he's just like, in your face! In your face!
in Argentina.
Like, very, like, petty winner. He's a very petty winner.
Yeah, it's a very petty winner. Yeah, and then also, like, for Montiel to be the one to score the winning penalty for Argentina to win, even though he's the one that handball it. Crazy lah.
It's crazy. I thought he would miss it. I feel like if he miss it, he will be one of the Argentinian villains. But I told my friends, we were all watching, right? And someone, they all betting, right? I told them, if you all want to bet, right, bet Argentina win. Because honestly, right?
Shootout.
Yeah, I said, like, bet Argentina win in penalties. Because honestly, right, Hugo Laurie just sucks at penalties, lah.
He sucks, bro. He's awful at penalties.
He's so good at like one-on-one situation and like say and like his in-game like his clutch he has his clutch moments, but then at penalties, right, he's just, I don't know, is it because he overthinks or he just like he's very indecisive? But like honestly, you see, right, I told my friends, right, if Hugo Lloris, right, just stand in the middle, right, for all 4 of the shots, right, and not
You would
dive,
have saved
right,
at least 1 or 2.
you will have saved at least 2. All their shots, right, almost like 3 of the shots are all so soft, right, that he could have just wait for them to shoot finish, right, then dive and catch it. I was just like,
Loris, come on, man.
like, come on, bro. Like, at least we'll save 1, nah.
Yeah. I think that was the craziest game of football ever. And then Messi gets to win the World Cup and lift it on. And obviously, the GOAT. Okay.
The GOAT,
and then, Taylor Swift, I think undeniable. You already talked about her just now.
Yeah.
But yeah, the amount of records that she's broke, I think it's like, it's hard to
argue with her right there.
Yeah, hard to.
Yeah.
She definitely dominated the music sphere this year.
Yeah, this year.
And then lastly is Elon Musk buying Twitter. I mean, like, he had a huge beef with Twitter for like forever, and after he just managed to buy them over. They're not exactly run the most like well now. It's like Twitter is the most
like he didn't make like a lot of money from this deal, but what a gangster deal, lah. Like I'm like. Honestly, enough arguing. It's like a very Batman move, you know. It's like, like in the movie Batman, you don't let me swim in this fountain? Like, I write a check.
I'm buying the hotel.
I'm buying the hotel. Yeah.
Yeah, what a G move.
Yeah.
But plus he was like enwrapped in this whole, like what, Amber Heard saga also. Like,
for no reason. Yeah. Like, this crazy one that brings me in.
Yeah. But also this year, I think in Singapore, right, was the year I started seeing Tesla everywhere. Like, do you notice the Singapore?
Yeah. Because
I was like,
they're trying to inculcate green vehicles in Singapore.
Yeah. Brandon, would you like to announce the winner of the biggest W of the year?
The biggest W of the year. It was a close fight between the two, but we feel it's Johnny Depp.
Johnny! Captain Jack Sparrow, tell Disney to suck it, even though we're having a Disney week.
Yeah, even though this is the Disney week, but yes, what a top G moment. Even though Disney asked for him back, no, be a top G, bro. Wow,
yeah, be a top G.
Honestly, it's really a biggest W for him, right? I feel it's really he deserves it because he went through so much, like not like pain.
Yeah, he went through so much,
like 2-3 years. Yeah, like honestly for him as an actor, as a person, right? Like, it's like he's so likable and like like he may as a person no one's perfect, especially for this kind of actor. I'm not saying that he's a perfect human being. He's doesn't have his flaws, and that I'm not saying that he has zero fault in his relationship with Amber Heard. He probably is in a toxic relationship. It takes two hands to clap. It's probably both of them to fit into each other toxic traits.
Yeah.
So, but the whole point of it is just that she used this relationship to tear like this man down. You know, like you could have just leave and just move on from your life, but no, you left and you just wanted to just make sure this person just gets trashed onto the ground, and that's just was very sad to see Captain Jack Sparrow just like suffering and like. He's like getting pulled out from
so many movies. Yeah,
so many movies.
Yeah, the Fantastic Beasts. Yeah,
I loved him as Grindelwald. Honestly, I just like wow, that was just so sad to see that he got removed as Grindelwald.
Yeah, and then it was so I guess the whole world sort of like, yes, like we all, like we did it, like Johnny, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Team Johnny.
Like, come on. Yeah, he's
like, get back some of your peace, man. Like, honestly, this has dragged on long enough. Like, honestly, you can really feel like the sensing of like all of the loved ones of like, both Johnny and Amber Heard. It's just that this really dragged on very long already. Like,
it
give
dragged on
everybody
too long.
peace, lah. Like, the people that don't deserve this is literally like the family members of Johnny. Amber Heard, like I said, Amber Heard, the family members didn't really get into much nonsense, lah. But while the show was happening, they did get into some trouble. But honestly, I feel for Johnny kids, lah. That's why I was like, wow, please, Johnny, win this. Then after he won, I was like, yes.
Yeah. Plus, it's not easy to have a wife that shits in the bed.
What?
Say it was a dog. was like, the dog. Have you seen your dog? Your dog kind of
have a human feces. Like, wow.
Yeah, your dog is like the same size of the piece of shit, like the shit. Yeah,
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah. And also, I think like for all the brands that dropped him, for Dior, right?
Oh, Dior.
You get a big W, man.
Honestly, Dior. Way to go, bro. Way to go. Like, honestly, like, that's why right after, oh yes, honestly, I feel like every guy I know bought the Dior Sauvage.
Yeah, so
he coming out. Yeah, he coming out with, yes, with the electric guitar. Wow.
Yeah, Johnny.
Like, doing the I don't know whether it's because I keep watching his the trial, but on YouTube. But then at one point of time, all my YouTube, like back to back, all my YouTube ads, it's just the Dior Sauvage, the ads. So I'm just like, yes.
Yeah. So good, man. I'm just happy that you get to end off this award show also. But this year, at least we have this Johnny Depp. He wins the thing. He started the year off good with Johnny Depp winning, and then at the end, you got to see Messi win the.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on of the year with W's. Yeah.
But before we wrap up this award show, right, Brendan? How do you feel about this year overall, 2022? Like, do you feel? It's a bit of like starting to get back to normal.
Yes. I just feel like
adjustment.
Coming. It's like a year of comebacks. Like, you're just like adjusting back to like life before COVID, like after lockdown, like you're just like going back to office, like you start seeing like trains being super crowded.
Yeah.
But
I guess the good thing is that 2023, the bad thing is that we have 1% tax more. But the good thing is that but the good thing I guess is that it's a year that all of us can have a chance to really set a new, you want to have, it's an opportunity for everybody.
Yes. Correct. And honestly, especially with this year, it's like, it's easier to plan things and like, honestly,
correct.
I feel like the main thing is easier to plan things. And honestly, the one thing that you love, right, is the fact that you can get to travel overseas. Like, that's the main, I think like the biggest W for like coming out of the COVID is just that you get to travel overseas and like enjoy like life overseas, honestly, is really something. The holiday, when you're on holiday, right? That's like, wow.
Yes. It's like you need. I think a lot of people also they need some time to get away from Singapore.
Yeah.
Just to have a break. Yeah. But that was our 2022 award show. Alright, that marks the end of actually the year. That was our 2022 award show sort of like ceremony. But in the meantime, the Kopibros will be back again next year. We will be dropping an episode every Monday. But in the meantime, if you are interested in game show formats, we have the SG Draft podcast that drops every Friday. And if you're interested in football, we'll also be doing an award show for the Football Kaki in 2022 for the 2022 awards. That drops every Wednesday. In the meantime, please take care. Have a happy new year. And remember,
a kopi a day keeps the troubles away.
All right. Bye, guys. Happy New Year.